Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Guys, the time is nearly here for the 153rd Open Championship, which is happening about an hour that way. I was thinking, I'm not going to get a chance now to play this golf course, especially before the Open Championship, but well, I'm wrong. Now, if you've never played Portrush, or like me, you've missed an opportunity to play it before the Open, fear not, because there's been a huge update with Royal Portrush now being available on GolfPlusVR, and today we're going to go through a few of the key holes that are going to cause a bit of mischief in this year's Open Championship. So before we get into that, there are three things you're going to need for the best IRL experience in VR. And that's, of course, a VR headset. This is a Quest 3 that I'm using. You'll also need the game, GolfPlusVR. Of course, it doesn't get any better than that tee to green in virtual reality. We've got 50% off there. The code is there and the link is down below. 50% off this game. Get on it quick. And the last thing, which isn't essential, but it does really make, especially if you're an IRL golfer, that much of a difference, a golf club attachment. I use Deadeye VR. The link is down below for this attachment right here. Waiting in the end makes a huge difference, it really does. So Royal Portrush is the only golf course outside of England and Scotland that's on the Open Championship roster. It first hosted the Open Championship in 1951, and we didn't see it again until 2019 with the domination of local hero Shane Lowry. For Shane, it was an absolute dream tournament. For others, it was an absolute disaster. It's one of the toughest links challenges in the world, boasting, I think, the hardest par 3 on the planet, maybe even Mars. I'm not sure what their golf courses are like, to be honest. So today we're going to focus on three key holes that I think is going to be a make or break for this year's Open Championship. And of course for me, it starts at the first. It doesn't get that much tougher in terms of an opening tee shot. Huey's, the opening hole at Royal Portrush, is a 420-yard par 4 monster. With a pretty tight landing area, you need an iron off the tee, and after that, you think your job's done. Well, you're wrong. Surrounded by bunkers, huge undulating green, and if you miss it left, you are in, or just about dead. So let's give it a go in VR and see how we get on. Windy, first hole. Ooh, 415 yards uphill. Wind in our favour though, for this tee shot. Don't go left, don't go right. I'm just going to whack a driver. That's what Darren Clark said to do, huh? That'll be okay. Where's that landing? Over that right bunker. This is playing a lot shorter because of that wind. I hope it's not this way for Calamity Corner, because it's going to play a long way. Look at the undulation of the green. You've got to get on that top tier. That's an easy pin apparently as well. Going left. Get up. Oh my. Sit. Oh, that's not a guarantee, is it? Okay. Off that right. A little bit, but down. Bogey start. Don't you just love to see it? Look at that. Imagine if you just didn't hit it too hard. You'd be back at the tee. Oh, onto the fourth. And I am dreading this one. So let's jump to the fourth hole, Fred Daly's, which sounds friendly, doesn't it? But it's anything but friendly, I'll tell you. This is the hole that I think most tour players dread. Bogey is a good score. With no wind, it's 502 yards, and people call this a 4.5 par because, well, it's a long way. To a point where the best players in the world would be happy to probably leave with a bogey here. Bogey is par, I'd say, especially if that wind's up. Getting on in 2 is an achievement at 502 yards anyway. Getting on in 2 when you're facing the ocean and you've got the wind coming in, well, yeah, par's birdie for sure. Out of bounds right off the tee, trouble left, surrounded by bunkers. At 502 yards, you are resorted to hitting driver if you want to play this as a par 4. No surprise, this is stroke index 1, the hardest hole at Royal Portrush. Fred Daly's, 479. Help. Wind is helping us though here. The play here for me is, I mean, you could hit iron here. You've got a carry here of 300 yards from this bunker, from this tee, and it doesn't roll out to 370, so there is a bit of a spot here. That's the perfect drive. Down the middle. There, that's where it needs to be. That's going to carry that bunker. It's going to be short of that next one. That is the spot. Now it's a normal par 4. Downwind, club down. It's 16, so I'm going to get this up in the air. I don't want to be long on that back ridge. get this going in the air. Definitely got it going in the air. Is it enough club is the question. Get up. No is your answer. So green and red on this hole. Most pros would be happy. They'd be cheering that they're on the dance floor. Just 2 put your way now to get a par. Where are you going? It's coming in. It is coming in, but I didn't think that much. Slippy, isn't it? Come on. Got a par. That's a big par on that hole. Now, probably the hardest par 3 in the world. Let's go. And now to our final hole. I think this is the hardest par 3 in the world. Calamity Corner, the 16th at Royal Portrush, sits at 236 yards. Yes, it's a par 3. Hitting over a valley to a relatively small target. What makes it even harder is because of the distance and the potential winds, woods are usually the tool to go into this. If you go right, I mean, well, I'll show you. Don't go right. Green's up there. A very, very difficult hot golf hole. I don't throw around. This is the hardest par 3 I've ever played often, but it is. And again, good luck to everyone in the Open Championship for this, but let's go and give it a crack. What a stunner, hey? Absolutely beautiful. And a bit of a piglet, if you get this wrong, I may add. 236 Calamity Corner. It's given us, yeah, it's into. This is the scary thing, you see. I'm hitting 5 wood, and I think that's going to be the good club today. Get a bit of altitude on it. Do not go right, for goodness sake. Oh! Wind. Gale. Gale it in. Oh, this is gone. This is, you lucky. So hold on, we're not done yet. Now, look at this. Is there a hole up there? Yes, there is. Just. Is that enough stick? Oh, it is. Giving yourself a chance, you know. This is one of the 3 holes. I think the first, depending on tee shot, you can get away with it with your par, but the other 2 holes that I've chosen, 4 and this one, honestly, I think if you've just got to get on the dance floor as quickly as possible. Really, but look at this. I don't think many would be upset with bogey on these 2. Oh, I've not hit that hard enough. Another bogey, 2 over through those 3 holes, which I think is going to be very much the norm, especially with the weather forecast. Yes. After the huge success of 2019, I think we can all agree it's going to be another great spectacle again this year at this outstanding golf course. Again, huge thanks to GolfPlusVR, giving everyone at home the chance to play this. This is literally, no joke, the best possible way of enjoying this. Seeing it firsthand in virtual reality. We can play this whilst the pros are playing it. But remember, you will not regret getting a VR headset, getting the GolfPlusVR with 50% off, and of course, that wonderful accessory from Deadeye VR. If you're at the Open, I hope to see you down there. I'll be pottering around, of course. And of course, comment down below who you think is going to take the claret jug of the 153rd Open Championship. Bye!